This is not a kid-friendly show.
Yo, what's really good, my dudes? My bad for not uploading a morning video today. My grandparents took the girls in the family out shopping on a shopping spree about a month ago or two, and it just so happened that today was the boys' turn. So they took us out shopping. It was pretty cool. Got to bond with my grandparents. So that's why we didn't get a morning episode. I apologize, but with that out of the way, let's just get right into this. Today, I just want to give a little PSA, I guess. Those of you trying to get your Reaper points, trying to get enough for the new things that came out with last week's update. We got a whole bunch of new stuff. One of them being the Book of Death. And a lot of people wondered, is this even gonna be worth using? Is it good? Is it not good? What the fuck is up with this fucking pocket slot item? Just a heads up, it was designed to take out Slayer mobs. So this is a Slayer pocket slot item. So think of it that way. It's not really designed to be used for bosses. You already got scrimshaws for that sort of thing. This was supposed to fill that niche of Slayer. Anyway, it's the point of this video. Many of you may not know the underlining mechanics of how it works. I just want to let you guys know. For any of you saving up for it, I myself am still working towards it. I got about a week left of Reaper before I can buy the ability to make it. Then I got to get the notes and the Hydrix, etc. But I can buy those with GP, so that's not too bad. That being said, what it does, if you don't know, I mean, I've already covered this, but just to reiterate, it has a chance of insta-killing your target. Now, a lot of people wonder, well, what's the point in that if it procs like when I have like 1k HP left on my target? That's just ridiculous. It's pointless. Besides, Slayer mobs are really weak in general. Some of them you could easily one-shot, no problem as is. So anyways, getting to the point of this, we got this Reddit post by Zacharis. It says, Death of Book change suggestions. What's in it is not necessarily that important. Basically, he wants it so the KO effect doesn't proc on certain health gates, etc. Turns out it kind of works that way, and a lot of people didn't know about it. So that's awesome to know. Let's clarify. Mod Wolf responds to that post, and if you want to read the full post, he kind of delves into like the GP per proc of the spec. If you happen to give a fuck, the link to that will be down below. So getting back to Mod Wolf, he says it already has a health threshold. It'll likely only proc the first 1 to 2 hits, which is really good to know. You're not wasting it if you happen to have it on when a monster has a low HP. I mean, you'd probably switch to something else like a God Book or any other thing if it's beyond those 1 to 2 hits, if you're really that into your Slayer task. But if you're AFKing with a Book of Death, don't worry if you happen to be just holding it on. You're not wasting any of your specials by holding it on your person and having it proc at anything at a low HP, because chances are it will never do that if it only procs on the first 1 to 2 hits. So that's good to know. Moving on to what he says. Of course, as higher Slayer level mobs are released and potentially with more health, looking at 120 Slayer in a not so distant future, the use of the book becomes exponentially better. So this is kind of like they future-proof this book, just so you know. It's designed with an intention that later Slayer mobs are going to be much more beefy in HP, and this is going to be a much more sought-after item. So any of you who purchase this, fret not, because later in the future, it's going to have massive use when these new Slayer mobs come out, right around the time of Menaphis. So we're looking at June of this year, assuming nothing gets delayed with these expansions. So I just want to let you guys know about that. That's the way the Book of Death works under the hood. So to briefly sum it up, right now it only has a couple of niche uses, mainly like elite Slayer mobs or Slayer creatures with above 20k HP. And the way you utilize it right now, you probably want to have some kind of DPS pocket switch. If it doesn't proc within the first 2 hits, swap to your switch and carry on with the kill. But even though it has not much uses right now, don't worry, because when 120 Slayer comes around, it should see much more use. So if it's something you're looking to buy, not a bad option. It's just you got to know how to use it and when to use it right now. Much later down the line, that may be a whole new story, but I'll cover that as soon as we find that out. Anyways, if you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I promise to keep you up to date on all things RuneScape, because you already on the right channel already, dog. Just hit that subscribe button. I promise to keep you up to date, my doggies. Anyways, thanks for watching. I am out, my doggies. Peace.
Audio Jungle.